Hey guys, MsMalcolmHughes here. So, as promised, we are going to do the Black Panther comic book series review. This one will actually be pretty short, only because I've already written about it in the very beginning of why everyone should be reading it, and my opinion has not changed. I think that everyone should read the Black Panther comic book series. It is absolutely amazing. Ta-Nehisi Coates is a phenomenal writer. He's definitely in my top 5 contemporaries. But I am going to run down a few reasons why I think everyone should be reading it. So one is that one reason is that it actually goes through and it analyzes a lot of very deep and complex issues. So one is like, what does it mean to abandon your people and return to rule on an unstable throne, right? And we watch T'Challa navigate that, and not always successfully, right? And with that, understanding the power of the people and what does it actually require to liberate a people, or understanding that people actually liberate themselves, right? That even if you are in a monarchy, that the people have their own powers that you will never ever be able to fully understand, right? And all of this is done with like poetic prose. Like the way that Ta-Nehisi Coates writes this is like an epic poem, right? Beowulf, but way more phenomenal. It's super duper amazing. Um, so here's a couple of lines. Because there's a character named Zinzi, and she's pretty dope. Even though she is one of the bad guys. So Zinzi says, "Under the agony, I saw something else, rage. And you encouraged that rage? No. I revealed to them in all their agony their deeper, truer selves. For I come to Wakanda not as an exhorter, but as a liberator." And her power is that she is actually able to get to the center, to one's heart and core, and bring those true emotions to the forefront. It's really interesting to read. Another piece that was really phenomenal to me was Coates' ability to, like, just the intimacy that he demonstrates in his writing between Ayo and Anika. And they're two, well, they're a couple, but they're two individuals in the Dark Angels who are the women who actually protect the king and actually serve. Any of them can become his wife at any time. That's kind of what they're groomed for. So it kind of reminds me, the way he writes about it is a poem by Nayyirah Waheed, where it says this hard vulnerability, because they're so gentle with each other, even though they're such strong women. And it's really interesting to see Coates navigate that. Another is that, yeah, the Dor Milaje, sorry, with the Dark Angels. So the other piece of that is to actually watch them transcend and move from being women who protect the king to becoming women who protect the other women outside of the the throne and the immediate like royal family. What does that mean in that space? So it also, another, I think, really prominent piece of this is watching T'Challa and his journey, because he's a reluctant king. T'Challa's a scientist, right? Like, he inherited the throne, but he never really wanted it. And that comes up, and watching him grow into his role. I just can't say enough about it. I think that it's an amazing compilation. I think that Ta-Nehisi Coates did a phenomenal job. I think that Still Freeze did a phenomenal job with the artwork. There were some guest artists as well, but Brian Still Freeze like knocked it out of the park. I think that the the way that it ends is not cliche or a rah-rah happy ending. You actually watch people developing this new nation and watch them have to deal with the hard part of actually like coming together and figuring out what it means for everyone, and what actual true revolution takes and requires. And I think that's what's so amazing about this series. You actually go through and you have to figure out, really, when you say revolution, what does that mean? What does that mean for the people? What does that mean for the people currently in power? What does that mean for the revolutionaries? Like, how do you then bring everyone together, and hope to build a new nation? It's just, it's, for me, it's beyond a comic book series. It really is that good. So I think everyone should read it. Our next read is My Heart. I met her recently and she's so amazing. Roxane Gay, she's also in my top 5 of contemporary writers. I won't even go too much into it, but we will be discussing 3 of her books actually, instead of just one. The primary focus will be her new book, Hunger, but I think that it's only appropriate that we also discuss Difficult Women and Bad Feminist. So those will be the next reads, but it will all fall under the title of one Miss Roxane Mother freaking Gay. Oh, if you have not read her, I strongly encourage it. She really, really is that phenomenal of a writer. I won't go too deep into it. I'll let you guys read it for yourselves or discover her for yourselves before I get to telling you why I think she's so dynamic and dope. But that's our next read. I hope you guys will join. I'm looking forward to discussing it.